Welcome to Real Talk Session. This is your time, your space to pause, reflect, and be heard. Here, we talk about real life, the challenges, the changes, and the choices that shape who we are. I'm here to walk through it with you. This is Akai Sain. Alex, last time you mentioned feeling really tired and spread thin. You hinted it might be because you're saying yes to too many things. Is that something you want to explore today?
Yeah, I've noticed I just can't say no to people. If someone asks me to help or invites me somewhere, I feel like I have to say yes, even when I don't have the time or energy.
So you're saying yes, but it's costing you. What happens after you say yes and commit to something you don't want to do?
At first, I feel relieved because I think, okay, I didn't let them down. But then I start dreading it. I get stressed, I'm tired, and sometimes I end up feeling resentful.
Resentful toward them or toward yourself?
Honestly, mostly toward myself, because I know I could have said no. I just didn't.
That's interesting. You're not angry that they asked? You're upset that you didn't protect your own time? Why do you think you have such a hard time saying no?
I guess I don't want people to think I'm selfish or unreliable. I want them to like me, and I feel like saying no might hurt the relationship.
So it sounds like you're trading your time and energy for approval and to avoid conflict. Let me ask you this. How's that trade working out for you?
Not great. I end up exhausted and still worried about what people think.
Let's look at this from another angle. What if saying no could actually strengthen relationships instead of weaken them?
I don't see how.
When you say yes, but you're drained, distracted, or resentful, the quality of what you give is low. People can sense that. But when you say yes only when you mean it, you show up with energy and authenticity. That's more valuable.
I never thought about it that way. I always thought any no was bad.
A no isn't a rejection of a person. It's an honest statement about your limits. Healthy relationships can handle that truth. In fact, they often respect it. Let's make this practical. When someone asks you for something, I want you to pause before answering. Try saying, "Let me check and get back to you." That gives you space to see if you really want to commit.
That makes sense. I usually just answer right away.
Exactly. And when you do say no, keep it short. You don't have to pile on excuses. Something like, "Thanks for thinking of me, but I can't this time." That's enough. No guilt, no over-explaining.
But what if they push back?
Then repeat your answer kindly but firmly. "I understand it's important, but I'm not able to." If they keep pushing, that's not a sign you should give in. It's a sign they might not be respecting your boundaries. There's also a bigger principle here. You can't give your best to the people and causes that matter most if you're constantly giving your energy away to everything. Every yes is a no to something else. If you say yes to a last-minute favor, maybe you're saying no to rest, to family time, or to your own goals.
Wow. I've been saying yes to a lot of things I don't even care about.
That's the hidden cost. Protecting your time is not selfish. It's stewardship. You're responsible for how you use the hours and energy you've been given. Let's practice. I'll play a friend asking for a favor, and you respond with a healthy no.
Okay, let's try.
"Hey Alex, can you help me move this Saturday? I really need you."
Thanks for asking, but I can't this time. I hope you find someone who can help.
Nice. Short, polite, no guilt. How did that feel?
Weirdly freeing. Like, I don't have to justify myself.
Exactly. Because you don't owe anyone a detailed explanation for respecting your limits. For the next 2 weeks, your challenge is to pause before saying yes. If your body tightens, if you hesitate, or if your gut says no, honor that. Say no kindly and notice how it feels afterwards. Then, keep track of the times you say yes and mean it, so you can see the difference in your energy and mood.
Okay, I'm nervous, but I'll try. I think this could really help me.
I believe it will. And remember, a healthy no makes your yes more valuable. Take today's conversation with you and notice where it shows up in your week. Until next time, this is Akai Sain. Welcome to Real Talk Session. This is your time, your space to pause, reflect, and be heard. Here, we talk about real life, the challenges, the changes, and the choices that shape who we are. I'm here to walk through it with you. This is Akai Sain. Samantha, last time you mentioned you've been trying to take better care of yourself, but you're not sure if what you're doing is actually helping or just distracting you from what you really need. Want to dig into that today?
Yes, please, because lately, every time I'm stressed, I tell myself, I deserve this, and I'll buy something, binge watch a show, or order takeout. It feels good in the moment, but afterwards, I feel guilty and still tired.
So, in the moment, it feels like a treat, but it's not solving the deeper need. Is that right?
Exactly. But everyone's always saying self-care is important, so I don't know if I'm just being too hard on myself.
Let's start by defining the two. Self-care is something that replenishes you and supports your well-being long-term. Self-indulgence is more about short-term comfort, often without considering the consequences. The tricky part is they can look very similar from the outside.
Right, because a bubble bath could be self-care, or it could be me avoiding doing the laundry.
Exactly. It's about intent and outcome. Does this choice leave you more equipped to face life, or more drained, more behind, or more disconnected? What do you think you're actually needing when you say, I deserve this?
Rest, a break from responsibilities, just breathing room.
So your need is rest, but sometimes you're trying to get it through things that don't actually recharge you. That's like drinking soda when your body's thirsty for water.
Yeah, that's exactly what it feels like.
There's nothing wrong with small pleasures. We're human. But if they become the main way we try to restore ourselves, they can actually leave us more depleted. True self-care sometimes feels less glamorous, like going to bed earlier, preparing healthy food, or having that hard but necessary conversation.
That's the problem. The indulgent stuff is easy and feels fun. The real self-care feels like work.
And that's where the mindset shift comes in. Self-care is an investment, not an escape. It's like charging your phone. Sometimes it means plugging in and doing nothing flashy, just letting yourself recharge so you can function at your best. Here's a simple filter you can use. Before you do something for self-care, ask yourself 3 questions. 1. Will this help me feel better now and later? 2. Will this choice move me closer to the life I want? 3. Will I regret this tomorrow? If you answer no to the first 2, or yes to the third, it's probably indulgence, not care.
That's a good checklist. I usually just act without thinking.
That's another practical step. Insert a pause. Even 30 seconds of asking, what do I really need right now, can stop autopilot choices. There's a deeper principle here. Real care builds capacity. Indulgence drains it. If you picture your life as a bucket, self-care fills it up. Indulgence might give you a quick splash of water, but often it leaks right back out, leaving you empty again.
So it's not that indulgence is bad, it just can't replace real care.
Exactly. Enjoy the treat when you truly want it, but don't call it care unless it actually takes care of you. Let's run through a few situations. I'll give you the scenario. You tell me if it's self-care or indulgence, and why. Scenario 1, staying up until 2 a.m. watching your favorite show because you deserve a break.
Indulgence. It might be fun, but I'll be exhausted tomorrow and stressed.
Scenario 2, going for a walk after dinner to clear your mind.
Self-care. It's relaxing and it helps me feel better afterwards.
Scenario 3, ordering takeout after a long day instead of cooking.
Could be either. If it's once in a while to rest, maybe it's care. But if it's constant, it's indulgence.
Exactly. The context and intent matter. For the next week, I want you to keep a short journal. Every time you do something you call self-care, jot down what you did, why you chose it, how you felt immediately after, how you felt 12 hours later. This will help you see which actions truly restore you and which ones just give you a quick hit.
I think that's going to be eye-opening.
It usually is, and remember, true care doesn't always feel exciting in the moment, but it always leaves you better equipped for tomorrow. Take today's conversation with you and notice where it shows up in your week. Until next time, this is Akai Sain.